something, these ones.
I don't know what's going on with them then. Thank you for telling me that.
Fair enough. Oh, I was waiting for something.
Back it deep. Play footy, Hey,
Yeah.
Unset! Unset!
Just talking about that. Took him 60 minutes. The run that he took was enormous. I just like, very good things to see.
Thank you, Bruce. Thanks for bringing on. We get overwhelmed.
No, that's not him. Nah, that's just an actor. He's not that old.
Unlocking! Off right!
for Denman by number 4, Lachlan Barry. Takes us to 16, Denman 10.
Normal beers, you know. You've got to drive, when you got to drive home, you know, you don't get too much of it. Right, you go. Meditation.
Luke, Holtz. Luke, Holtz. Come here. Change it all the time. front of me when I'm commentating, and you put your name down, and I would have said it, and then I would have privileged it.
Number 16, Singleton, we're watching.
Oh, Luke, had Fraser not,
You'll know if he's playing.
if Fraser had not said it, yeah, it doesn't matter. Fraser,
You'll know if he's playing because there'll be about 8 penalties.
if Fraser didn't point out as the coach playing, I would have read it out.
Upright Singleton, number 18, Jackson Crew.
Run started 6 in February.
Number 20, Denman 2.
That's the last time he ran.
February 2020. Played a game with us.
He ran on front. The walk.
6 tackles, 3 full balls. Last one was captain. Don't let him walk off. Run! Can you do me a favour and zoom in on the teams that can't pay $6 to come in and go? Let's hone in on the individual, eh? Nah, beat them. Would have went by a mate when we get to Singleton. Mopos, boys. You know what I mean?
Very good ball.
He's so small and athletic.
How do you know an elephant's been in the fridge?
What?
How do you know an elephant's been in the fridge?
Well, McKenny, you've got 6 seconds away. On A-plus contract, 30 seconds.
And welcome to Pertec Park. It's a beautiful day down here at Singleton for the first grade clash between the Denman Devils and the Singleton Greyhounds. Reggie in commentary, joined today by the People's People, Matt Kenny, back again.
Great. Sure is, Reggie. How you doing, buddy?
Mate, I'm doing sensational. How's things been with you?
Mate, sensational so far. I tell you, it's, again, I think you just reiterated, mate, it's a fantastic day at Pertec Park today. Good crowd too, mate. Good crowd rolling in and out there as the games proceed through. Halfway through, we're just about 20 to 10 singles way in reserve grade. Yeah, pretty good, mate. Game at Muswellbrook last night, mate. How did that go?
Yeah, mate, it was a rather wet game of football last night. The rain came in earlier and it was very boggy. Lots of big hits. That's what I like to see, the collisions in the middle. And, mate, without a doubt, it's going to be hard to beat this season. We haven't had a chance to do before a game a real breakdown of what's been going on in the competition, so we thought we'd take the chance today to do that. And we're joined also by one of Denman's, I've rated him and I'm not going to pee in his pocket because he's sitting next to us, but Fraser Evans, mate, welcome to Footy Fever.
Thanks, Reggie. Thanks, boys, for having me here.
No, mate, no, it's our pleasure, mate. You're out for the season.
Yeah, broke my leg and done myself a mischief. So
take us through how that happened.
We played against Muswellbrook and won against them. So we went and had a few beers that night, and I went down a front flip and snapped my leg, and dislocated my ankle. So.
I have seen the video of that incident. And it wasn't actually a pretty sight to watch, let me tell you. I don't know whether you've got it to show Matty Kenny, but, Matty, I saw it, grimaced and nearly, he folded himself. Let's just say that.
Mate, I've seen enough of them many times. I don't want to look at it again, let me assure you of that, buddy.
But Fraser's going to be a great loss to the Denman Devils, and
Absolutely.
Of course, he's been their go-forward man, and their loss is our gain, as I said earlier on, in the commentary the other weekend. So, we're watching the reserve grade fixture at the moment. Things are really heating up in this first grade match. There's been a fair few push and shoves happening, and it's currently Denman behind on the scoreboard, but on the attack. 20 to 10 on the A-plus contracting and polywelding scoreboarding. As your son there, Matty, goes in there. I'll tell you what, I just had a comment about him earlier. He's trimmed down a little bit.
Maybe he shed a few kegs in the off-season, the big unit. Mainly from his head, where he's got his old man's haircut now. But look, there's quite a bit of depth there now if you look through the reserve grade side.
That's a great line.
I think if you put all of the front rows on in one spot, you get about a combined mass of about 250 kilos just in the front row.
Yes.
Thereabouts. Anyway, it's good fun.
Now, the other week we were down here, Matty, and of course Singleton have been decimated with a loss of numbers throughout the off-season, and I put out a call that there's got to be a number of players for every club to come back to, and, you know, the call's been answered. There's a lot of players now back from Singleton, but I'm very excited, and I will say it, John Boyle back playing for Singleton is a fantastic sight. We saw him do a 40-metre kick return and offload that took him down another 20 metres. Mate, the young bloke's got plenty of talent. I love watching him play. So, you know, Singleton players are really now, they've got that depth there. As this could be a try to Max Shepherdson if he gets over. And he did. He got it down. Max Shepherdson. I highly rate that young fellow. He played first grade with you last year, and he's very Fraser, and he's very unlucky not to be in that starting 17 at the moment.
Yes, he is. He's a very athletic kid. He runs the ball very good and runs some good lines.
And that was the last tackle, and they put it through the hands, and just some brilliant.
Little shift to the left there, Reggie. It was a bloody good play actually. Just they stayed at the post, sucked them all in, and then quick shift to the left. Yeah, good, nice little line. I see Fraser, the Ellis boys have come back out to the club and chiming in there. I think all three of them are out there, mate, aren't they?
Yeah, all three of them. Jacob, Daniel, and
Clayton.
Clayton, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff,
Come
mate.
on,
Yeah.
Jacob's not out there, mate. He had a nose guard on last weekend. A little bit of a.
Well, you know.
Broke his nose in the Scone game, so he'd come back next week against Greeter, I think. So.
Yeah.
Interesting you talk about the Scone game there earlier, the Scone club there earlier, Reggie. Just driving up that way on Friday, talking to my wife. They're very big contenders for Clayton's Cup.
Very much so.
Absolutely, and you know what? I can see anyone beating that. The way they're playing at the moment, and the way they played against Singleton, pretty much every team in the comp. Fraser, you chime in wherever you like, mate. But mate, they've got some fairly sharp structure. They've got some fairly smart centre. Like, it's going to be a really tough gig to get around at this point in time.
Oh, they do. Their middle forwards are just rampaging over everyone.
Solid.
Yeah, well, we talk about it, and I spoke to you, Fraser, about it earlier, that Big Osto got absolutely carved last night. It was a massive shot from young Wade McKenzie, but apparently he's known for that. I haven't seen many of his games, but Singleton blokes were talking about it happening against Musselbrook.
Yeah, you can put a shot on old Wade.
The boys have got it over.
They need a goal kicker for sure. It's 20 points to 14 on the A+ contracting and poly welding scoreboard in reserve grade. Now let's go from the north of the competition and talk about Scone. How do you beat them? Fraser, you've played against them. How do you come together as a side and beat the Scone Thoroughbreds in first grade?
You just got to beat them in the middle, I think. You throw them around too much and you can't get through the middle. You just get over the top of them in the middle. I think some teams will get them. So.
Matty, their back line is just as dangerous with topless floating around, the standard play that they do with Wicks, and of course everyone has eyes for topless at the back. I speak about it all the time. It's, you know, Wicks or Whites, it gives them the opportunity to take on the line and either pass the topless around the back or go themselves. Out wide, is it about compressing the defence from the outside in, because not many clubs are doing it?
Mate, I think if I look at it like structurally from the centre, and I'll agree with Fraser on this play, if you can beat them through the centre and where their attack is so strong is with Clydesdale at the 9, he's so complex and so smart. You literally put your foot in the wrong spot, he will nail you every time. And if you look, I think we spoke last time when I think the Mercer rule got caught out on Singo that time, some time ago, Reggie, we were watching it, and just so smart. Like one marker takes one step too far, bang, you're gone. That marker defence is so important in a side like Scone. Every time you push the ball wide, obviously is a chance for an error. But then you look at the way Wicks and Topless combine, they're deadly as well. Hayden runs that line so well, so sharp, back on the inside. Then next thing he'll be out round the back. So hard play to play against, but I think it's about compress and then just pushing on the footy, mate.
And it's not a one-man side, because I was talking to Fraser about it. Ritter behind the ruck all the time. I love that style of play from the forward. He's very dangerous when he gets it. 80% of the time he runs in behind the markers and gets his front all the time and gets to his feet.
Yeah, deadly across the park. Sorry, Fraser.
Yeah, you're right.
But now we move to Aberdeen. Now Aberdeen, a lot of injuries, especially Hoobs being out, is a massive loss to the Aberdeen side. Harry Douglas at fullback out. Kyle Smith, the centre, he's out. There's another 2 players out, and then I've heard that Travis Bateman has decided he's not playing the rest of the season.
Okay,
So that's a great loss to them. I'd love for Travie, I'm a big fan of him, to come back and be involved in Group 21, and especially for the Tigers' sake. But where do they need to change things, Fraser? Where do you think that they've got the talent there? Evander Cummins-Taylor in 5'8", playing fantastic. Tommy Dixon is a weapon, swaddling up front.
Yeah. I don't really know where they can improve. Like, they've got the team.
Yep.
They can do it. It's just if they can structure it all together.
Yeah, but on the day, pulling it together and execute. Muswellbrook. Matty, you've watched them play. What's your thoughts there? They've got the cattle. Janelle Mataudia definitely he was out, just his knee injury. As Singleton lose the ball from the scrum there, that's not a good.
No. Never a good start to a sort of 6 anyway, Rich.
No,
but look, looking at Musty, they're definitely contenders. Look, they've got some fairly slow. I think their stamina's what's hurting them at the moment. They just can't go that, like, it's 60 minutes. It's nearly like a self-destruct type space. They get that space. They hold the first half, get in the groove, they get in the ditch, and they start, and they just get in the grind, and they're good at that. Work their way out of that, in that tough 40 minutes of football. It's the next 20 where they seem to lose their edge a bit, and sort of that last 20 seems to sort of just fall apart on them. But I'm just not sure whether they need a bit more direction around the halves, or maybe around that 9, just a bit more direction of traffic around the ruck, mate.
Well, Butto played really well in the number 9 jersey last night. What I've picked from the Muswellbrook side, and their halfback Josh Moffat's doing a fantastic job. Bailey Ellis played outside his skin.
Did he?
But it's the advantage line. That's where Scone is beating every club in this competition. And I'm even watching this game at the moment. Muswellbrook did not collect the ball. I'd say 80% of the time was flat-footed behind the ruck. Whereas normally, even Adam Grew's going flat out at 100 miles an hour. And that was a little bit inconsistent last night. But, I think that for Muswellbrook, they've got the team, but it's that ad line. It's where you've got to collect the ball and find your front foot for the quick play of the ball. Several times they did it, they looked dangerous.
So getting that roll on, and if I reflect back again, I haven't seen Scone, a lot of Scone, probably 2 games of this year. One we watched here the other week, the roll on from the quick play of the ball, and literally they're just playing +1. That's all they're doing. Bang, hit the knees, like the old rabbit set. Hit the knees, get up, quick play the ball, and just all you're doing is run backwards all day. And that's a tough gig, as you know, Fraser. For the stamina space, it's really hard to recover from that when you're continually running backwards, and you're getting no respite from it whilst they're doing that sort of that quick play of the ball, that quick feed,
Yeah. So Fraser, you played against Muswellbrook. Where do they improve?
It's hard to say. Like, they're a good team. Marker defence, and I don't know. Yeah, they're a good team.
Yeah.
To play against. They're hard.
Does it come down to a little bit of attitude in parts of the game?
Yeah, parts of the game would be,
Yeah. And then we move out to Denman, of course, the Devils, where, like I said, it's not because you're in commentary. Big loss for the Denman Devils is Fraser Evans being out for the season, Matty.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dangerous go forward and a lot of drive up the centre. And, you see that it's... I'm just trying to see who replaced you. I think it's Hamish Wolfgang, who's been a centre all his life, a winger. And
push him in. Well, he's big enough. He's certainly rangy enough at the big unit. He has been a big lad for a lot of years. I've had a bit to do with him, obviously, in his younger career in the 16th or probably 14th through to 18th. And he'll play well there. Don't worry about that. He's certainly fast. He's strong. He's got his defence is quite well. Probably not to match yours, Fraser, but unfortunately, I think Hamish will stand up pretty well today for you, mate.
Yeah, he will. He did last weekend against Aberdeen, so
good kid. Good.
See if he can keep it going this week.
Big heart on him, mate. He's got a good motor too. He won't slow down, which is a good thing in that centre.
It's what you need in a forward pack.
Yeah, well,
good heart.
The captain coach, Halim Forum's obviously developed a good side around him. It really showed out at Denman that night when Forum went to dummy half when Gretsch was out, and Boney is. We talk a lot about Liam Foran. Liam Boney, he's got one of the best passing games in the competition.
Absolutely.
So, and of course, then there's that man with the speed to burn, the one that we love to watch, Aparosa Body. He's a crowd favourite, and
You finally got his name right too, bud.
oh well, mate, he's my favourite player to watch when he's in open space.
Geez, doesn't he go?
He might have a few haters here today, though.
I'd say that he cop a little bit from the Singleton crowd, without a doubt. But
That's well, but I mean, you got to give the man credit where he's due. Once he gets the footy, he's bloody good to watch. It's talented, it's exciting. He as soon as he gets through that line, the sort of looks where the old Rex Mossop put the glasses down, eh?
So Bailey Taylor at fullback again. He's another one of those players. He's gone from Muswell, played up in Tamworth, but Player of the Year there, and he's back playing in the number one for them. So he's been playing some great football and dangerous from the back. So Ned Chapman also coming back from Curry.
Yeah, good.
I'll tell you what is good sitting here, guys, watching around young Jacko running around out there now. Jacko Ball.
Yes.
And it wasn't that long ago, mate. We were sitting out at the Denman Hotel in an auction, sort of wondering what was going to happen with him, and he's out there running water at the moment.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah.
No, he's not out there playing, mate. He's running water, mate.
I nearly fell off my chair then when you were talking about that.
But involved in the club, like he's still involved. He's still putting in his run.
Coach of the girls.
I was going to say captain, coach of the girls team. That'll go down well. No, he is a great clubman.
It's fantastic to see. It's one of those good things of rugby league, when the clubs themselves unite. Like everyone was out there that night at that auction for him, and it's just fantastic to see him back out. Here he's out here walking behind the paddock there.
Oh, so he is playing. When you said he was walking, 26-14, 8 minutes to go in the reserve grade match between Denman and Singleton. Singleton leading 26-14 for the A+ contracting polyball scoreboard. Now, we shift back down now and come to Singleton. As we said to start off with, Matty, and I'll let you elaborate a little bit. 19 players originally from last year have left the club. Let's just say that Harry Reid's gone down there and testing himself in the Newcastle competition. Number of retirements, but also some people just deciding not to play. But from what I've seen in the original opening parts of the season, now even reserve grades are looking strong.
Mate, like you said, there's a few starting to come back, and if I look around out in the paddock, just in the Reggies there, Johnny Boyle's obviously playing. Sammy Kirkwood out here on the right end edge, back with the centres, Guernsey on, mate. He's as solid as a rock. Nick Cox is back in there. I think he wasn't at the start of the year, but he's back in there now. And if you look through the first grade, even now, we're starting to get a few injuries return. Nelson Gardner's back out there. He done a rib cartilage, it might have been early in the year. Unfortunately, Jason Fordham, who has been playing first grade, is out, I think, pretty much for the season now with a torn ACL. Connor Lampkin, no, it's not Luke Holt's going to play.
We've been stitched up here. Everyone knows Luke Holt's, the character of Group 21, has come over when I was away and wrote his name down on the run-on side, but I'm pretty sure, unless they were serving beers out there, he would not be taking the field. But
look, I think Singleton settled.
What are you going to say? He's going to come back?
No.
Luke Holt's making you come back. No.
If you can get the pie out of his hooter, he'd be right. But what I was saying is that they're starting to slowly bed down their roster too, which has been quite dynamic in the last 3 or 4 weeks with injuries out, in, etc. People not unavailable to play. We've got a big one here. So mate, Denman's looking quite crook on the ground and back play.
A little bit dazed.
Didn't actually see what happened there, mate. We were talking, but hopefully he's all right. Jacko Ball just going out to render some assistance there, and the Singleton first aid are actually heading out to see if he can be of assistance there as well.
But for Singleton, it's been the stalwarts in Luke Gardner, of course, and Jakey Smith holding down the fort.
Absolutely.
And all those young talents coming through. Jake Hardy's great to see his name back on the sheet there. Morgan Amity, he's always been a great young player. John Douglas goes forward all the time, and young Cooper Harris. Well, I think they've put a really good side on paper here at the moment.
Ethan Andrews returned. He's another one, a bit in Johnny Ball's place. I think Ethan moved away. Might have been in uni for a while down Newcastle. Now moved back playing for the Greyhounds, which is fantastic. He was always, as a 16-year-old, very good player, and in the Group 21 space, the juniors. Denman guys up and moving around, which is fantastic.
And now we move on to the Greater Branxton Colts. Now, I'll tell you what, for a team that's come back into Group 21, they've come back with a belly full of power, and the main man Brady Hammond at the helm, captain coach.
He's certainly done some good recruiting over the off-season too, Reg. There's a few been pulled in up there.
Oh, that was terrible. Terrible read of the ball there. Put your body in front of it and stop it with your legs. It goes into touch. But listen, look, you know, I say about Brady Hammond, but there's just the names that stick out down there, like Ethan Sams. He's been playing good football. Hughes out of dummy half's been playing great football.
He has been playing good football, young Hughes. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It's going to be one of those ones where it's just going to take that time. And all you've got to do, as I say every year, is make the top 4.
And Brocky Gilmore as well in the front row.
Yeah, Gilmore, absolutely. Yeah.
Look, Greater Brankston, to their credit, they're back. I think they will remain a strength, and hopefully, like I said, come towards the end of the season, they've got some time to play alongside each other, and this player from Denman is now down. He's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, that was instant too. It looks like she got a leg or a knee or... Yeah, not good.
That's not good. So, look, it's going to be interesting for the Greater Brankston Colts, and especially today they take on Aberdeen. The result of that game is going to really determine the tipping point. So Aberdeen are looking for that win, and of course Greater Brankston will be strong at home. We know they have a very vocal crowd down there, so that will be one thing that will work to them. But today we did have him mic'd up, but apparently there was interference with their referee equipment, which I don't know why they need it anyway. Touch judges didn't have it back in the day.
Who's that, Matty?
Yeah, Matty had the wireless on, and but he won't be mic'd up now. They're just checking to see. Apparently they're getting some interference in their earpieces. So
who's doing the first grade fixture, Reg? Is it
Matty Edwards?
He is doing it, is he?
The main man himself.
The big fella.
So 3 minutes remaining before the full-time siren here on the A+ Contracting Poly Welding scoreboard. It is 26-14, Singleton leading Denman. Now, if I was to be a betting man right now, this game, I don't know, they're going to get him up. See who it is it? That might be young Hunter Ball.
Nick.
Nick, is it?
Yeah.
As soon as he went down, Frozy, straight away, you could hear the owie. He was rolling around in pain, mate. Whatever he's done, it's
looked like his ankle.
Ankle, yeah.
Skull drag him off and get on with the game. Hey?
Couple of minutes in Reggie's, mate, call it. See you later.
Yeah. No. Anything can happen in reserve grade.
26-14, 2 minutes, no.
You've got Daniel Thompson out there. He's playing alongside his young fella. Time to step up. 2 minutes, you're not going to win the ball game, of course, the way they've been goal kicking. It could have been a much closer game, but it's just got away on the Denman Devils, but they've put together a good outfit. I still think Max Shepherdson's one that's got to be looked at for the first grade 17.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it'd be very dangerous coming off the bench, and waiting to see what the last person is selected for the Singleton Greyhounds, but I'd be taking John Boyle into the squad after this match.
I just saw Nelson Gardner come off, and then Nicky Howard's replaced him out there. Nelson's gone from the bench, which sort of indicates to me that he's probably inside getting
inside, getting ready, Nelson.
Getting ready, yeah. That's what it feels like. Johnny Boyle's still on the bench down here, so he hasn't moved. I'd suggest if it get a couple of minutes to go, they'd be in with the first grade team if they were going to be lined up.
So 26-14, a minute and 10 seconds remaining on the clock in the reserve grade fixture. Singleton too strong for Denman, but definitely his goal kicking is something that they need to practice in reserve grade. So, look, I'm going to ask you boys. Of course, Denman, red hot favourites here today.
Yep.
How do you see this one playing out, Fraser? How have the boys been?
Boys have been going pretty good, training and everything. So, it should be good to see what result it is ends in today. So, see what happens.
Where's the main focus? Where are they going to try and dominate Singleton, do you think? Is it the centre or...?
Yeah, centre, round forwards.
Yep.
Yeah, and out wide as well, probably, just all over the park. Try to.
You've got it all covered, mate.
Got the whole lot of that. That's a politician's answer if you've ever heard one.
He's going for the trifecta. The centre, out wide, all over the park. Matty, Singleton, they've done it again from the scrum, so... you're just killing time there, Logan Ellis.
They certainly are. I think what you will see, I think, is a big injection of the of the backs of the back rowers, mate. I think young Damien Either and Morgan Amity, yeah. Morgan Amity, I think you see them, they'll play on the edge, as they do. That's where they play. But I mean, they will be looking to use those guys a lot more to target them sort of just that +2 area.
Yeah.
They won't try and go through the middle. I would hope not try and go through the middle, because it looks so far as you're very, very strong right through the guts here, mate. I don't know that that'll be a smart